Hey guys, DAFTATTlC back with another Cyberpunk 2077 patch update. This video is all about patch 1.2 and the newly released list of changes. There's an absolute ton of updates, fixes, and improvements that should make it so if you jump back into the game, it will be a lot more stable. Now, does that mean you should jump back in right now? I don't know. But you can be the judge of that as we run through all of the changes. Now, will the patch 1.2 release in March like promised? It's currently March 29th now. They still have a few days to deliver, but it's looking like it might be early next month. But it will be soon, as they have locked in exactly what changes are coming and what updates are on their way. So, the biggest changes I already ran through in another video, but it's the NCPD spawn radius and generally speaking how the police will interact with you. They'll spawn further away and it'll seem more natural when they do come for you. They'll spawn in a scout drone firsthand and then they'll start spawning. So it'll look more natural. Also, steering and driving in general just will be notably better. There is a lot of other minor fixes that we can run through. You know, there's a fixed issue with Berserk. There's adjusted fire rates for the helicopters. Your police vehicles will no longer despawn. The projectile launch system had no cooldown before and now it does, which is great because we could just spam the tranquilizer darts, which would just instantly kill everyone. There's a lot of other mini changes here which I'm sure you can go through. Gorilla Arms is one of those, which has been increased by 20% damage wise, which was definitely needed because it just really wasn't keeping up with the other arm related cyberware. Getting knocked down by vehicles no longer kills V after unlocking the rock perk. This was a huge problem and meant that people that did actually unlock the rock perk were pretty screwed. Then we have a lot of other fixes here and there. Then we have a lot of fixes with particular quest objectives. These are all just fixing bugs. Lots of bug fixes. Fix rogues' erratic movements during Grayson's interrogation. You know, these are things that I'll let you run through, but overall these massive amounts of changes and fixes will all come together to provide a more coherent experience. And then we have more things on the open world, like collisions will no longer fail to stream in randomly during driving, which could lead V to driving into buildings and falling out of the world, which is pretty funny to see on YouTube, but typically not so funny when you're the one driving. Then we have cinematic design. Progress will no longer be blocked when a player chooses the corpo line twice. Environment and levels will no longer get stuck on things. Fixes an issue here, fixes an issue there. Fixes some graphical and audio issues, some animation issues, UI issues. This just keeps going on. Button hints, debug text, broken visible things on the minimap. Then, most importantly, fixed stability and performance, especially on last generation consoles and lower performance machines. So this is aiming to make, you know, your last generation consoles and your low-end PCs perform better, because that's where majority of the problems were. So, you know, various optimizations with shadow shaders, physics, workspace systems, spawn systems, scene systems, animation systems, occlusion systems, and facial animation systems. Improving the memory optimization, improving stability, performance, crash fixes, multiple UI performance improvements. This is just gonna, hopefully, in theory, make it a lot better. Then we have the Miscellaneous. A settings option to hide potential enemy markers was added, so it makes it a little bit more difficult if that's what you want. A setting option to hide NPC names overhead, so if you want a more immersive experience. Fixed an issue that could cause money transfer notification to appear as 0. Blah 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 blah. Then we have PC specific, enabled ray tracing on AMD graphics cards now, but obviously the latest GPU drivers are required. And we have some more keyboard bindings. So More keys are available for rebinding. It's possible to bind opening and closing specific panels to the same key. This is definitely going to be something that people use, especially those who don't like double tapping to dodge and prefer that bound to a key. Unbind dodge, here it is, from the movement keys. A new mod folder for mod archive, so they're definitely embracing modding, and if you've seen my channel, you'll know that I've already covered quite a few of those. And then we have console specific, quite a few of them, and they say many more. I'm guessing the many more will be a lot more fixes here and there that don't quite warrant a full dot point within any of these categories. Now, what do you think of the current list of changes? I'm obviously not going to go through every single one of them because this is probably about 7 pages long. So I think this is going to go a long way, if true, and if it doesn't break anything else, to making Cyberpunk a more immersive feeling game, especially for those who are on last gen consoles or a lower end PC. So hopefully CD Projekt Red is going to redeem themselves and deliver us DLC that drastically improves the game. But until then, these kinds of changes need to keep swinging in, because this every month or this every couple weeks will overall make the game vastly different to what it was at the end of last year, at the end of this year. So let's hope that by the end of this year we have a completely different game. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, guys. If you want to talk anything Cyberpunk, anything RPG, join my socials, join my Discord, talk to me there. I have some competitions coming up. I'll definitely be talking more RPG as well. So until next time, ciao friends.